That's right. See you there on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We started our podcast broadcast a little bit early because we got special guests in studio. They're going to be taking part of the 41st annual Tucson Folk Festival, which is the longest running folk festival in the entire country. Some say, and those some is Rico and I, the world.
That's right.
Right. Please welcome. We got Lizzie Oakwood and Sinden Sweet. Right? I said it right?
Sinden, yes.
Sinden.
Nice.
Sinden Sweet. Sinden Sweet, right?
Nailed it.
Sweet.
Were you always Sinden Sweet, or is this like a clever stage game? Like, I got one. Like,
I mean, I'll never tell, but I think it sounds good, doesn't it?
it sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it have anything to do with sin in?
I mean,
Okay.
Hey.
okay. No.
That's the response. Is A.
What's the good response for that?
Well, I was waiting
I mean,
for it.
like
Find
when
Jesus?
people, like somebody wants to talk to me, they usually like make that joke. And so I'm like, hey.
See, it's the standard. It's the default.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So, welcome to the show, everyone. And you guys have been part of the Tucson Folk Festival for how many years now?
So I've been involved since 2018.
Okay.
I'm a former board member, former vice president of this organization.
Nice.
And performer every single year. Lizzie, it's just great to be with like-minded musicians. And by like-minded, I mean those who just want to play music and give music to the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And so how long have you been performing at the Tucson Folk Festival, Lizzie?
I've been working with him for about like the last 3 years now. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I've been performing and stuff, and got to be part of the headliner selection committee this year. So that was a good time. And
Who is our headliners this year?
we have Tom Rush is the main one, but we have all different ones. We have a lot of local people on the main stage.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you have to, is it all folk, indie folk? Like what kind of styles of music are really working with? Because it's a broad like umbrella, right?
It is a broad umbrella. I think, folk would be that baseline, indie rock, a lot of storytelling,
Yeah.
and showcasing songwriting.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So, so you've been a part of the board here since 2018.
Correct.
So congratulations, coming up 8 years. This is like 8-year anniversary. What did we do during COVID during this time?
So we essentially had a COVID safe festival. We held a mini festival safely spaced in 3 different places.
Yeah.
Centennial Hall, the parking lot of the Park Mall.
Right.
Like everybody was in their cars enjoying like a movie, like a drive-in movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then down at the MSA Annex. And, it was strange, but the music was important, and we all figured out how to be safe and conscious of each other and still provide music to the community
nice.
at
So
that
you've
time.
seen literally the ups and downs of having to put on a festival behind the scenes.
Correct.
And I imagine it's a year-round feat too, just planning and everything.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a large team of volunteers and volunteer board that puts on this festival every single year, and they are passionate about it. So
Yeah.
it's cool to see it come to life every
awesome.
year.
Right. All right. So it's happening all weekend long. And where's it going to be at this year?
It's going to be downtown. So it's near the Hakami Plaza every year downtown. So you can find us there. There's different stages spaced out around 5 different stages.
Correct.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. Come walk around and yeah.
Yeah. And let's talk food vendors. What we got for food? I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I always see this one guy there that has tri-tip,
Okay.
and that's always like the jam.
The
but
one
I know
guy.
there are
Tri-tip guy's going to be
The
there?
tri-tip guy.
Yeah, it's the jam.
He's the guy.
But there's all of your staples like burgers and chicken,
Folksy food.
shawarma,
folksy food.
I don't know, popcorn, lemonade.
Right. Yeah.
And we will be in the heart of downtown, so there are lots of options. But it'll be a nice selection of something for everybody.
Yeah, I love this. I love the fact that, first off, there's something to do this weekend, because I was like, I don't even know
Right.
what I'm going to do this weekend. But with the Tucson the Tucson Folk Festival happening downtown, you have to buy tickets, or is it free to show up? Because what do we got here?
That's the best part. It is free. So you just
Ooh.
come and walk around. No need to buy tickets or anything.
See, that's what I thought. And that's what I love
Yeah.
too. So this is kind of put
Mhm.
on by, the city of Tucson and Rio Nuevo. Are they involved at all?
So this is independently from the folk festival itself. We are essentially just trying to provide music in the middle of downtown, in proximity to those organizations, but not affiliated with.
Yeah.
But we did decide that there was beer there, and that was
Yes.
a
That
big
seemed to
pull
be a big-
besides the
big
music.
point. Yeah.
So
Right.
come have a drink with us.
Folk music and beer. That's all I
And
need on a
tri-tip,
weekend.
The tri-tip
And tri-tip.
guy.
That's
The
right.
tri-tip
Tri-tip guy.
So okay, so there is going to be beer, so and it's open to the public. All right, so here's the deal: we're live on a podcast broadcast. Let's go down the rabbit hole because I want to see how many different artists and what artists we recognize here that are going to be performing this year at the Tucson Folk Festival. Right? Am I saying it right? The 41st annual Tucson Folk Festival. Happening
A
downtown. Free
It is a mouthful.
Yeah, there's going to be food, beverages, and tons of great musicians all performing. Lots of local artists. Got some even national ones are going to be popping in. We're going to check out the website and talk about the lineup when we return right after these words. So you can join us, youtube.com/PeakVegan, or keep it right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA.
I know that was my next
Okay.
question. How many performers do you have? Like, are they from around just Arizona, around the world?
So there are going to be more than 150 performers.
Wow.
Across 5 stages, and it's really international. We have people coming from all over the world to participate.
What's your
Nice.
website?
TucsonFolkFest.org.
That makes sense. Let's pull this up.
Yeah.
That adds.
A lot of yeahs. I don't know.
I'm the hype guy. Do you mind?
Well,
I can be the solemn, quiet guy if you'd like.
You know,
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Give me the
Finally,
in between.
somebody.
Give me the in between. TucsonFolkFestival.org.
.org.
Mm-hmm.
Folkfest.
Okay, Folk Fest.
TucsonFolkFest.org. Things that were decided before our time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. No, it's good to have
Where we're
it.
like, that's a lot. And they're like, well, that's what we pay for.
You know what? It would have been so much longer if you went the full festival. So Fest,
Tucson
yeah,
Folk
Fest is, that's the clincher.
it makes it super easy. Yes.
Somebody already had that one. Like, screw you, I'll take Fest.
Yeah. Sometimes people
Folk Fest.
misspell festival.
One.
Anything over 5 letters.
We'll put 2 T's. We're stubborn.
Exactly. All right. You know what? In fact, actually, you even got a nice trailer here. Let's check the.
She got the urge for going. I had to let her go. And she got the urge for going when the meadow grass was turning brown. Summertime was falling down. Winter closing in. Oh, give them blues a chase. Find a sunny place. Go and paint your face with a little bit of sunshine. Pay your doctor bills. Toss away his pills. 'Cause you can cure your ills with a handful of edibles, a good drink of whiskey, and a few little bits of sunshine. If you take each teardrop one by one now, before it is too late, hang them about in the sun. So they
That's awesome. And a little modern. Throw some edibles in the mix there. So just a little headliner
I'll dig the
preview.
lyrics a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The Towers, right? Let's see what the Towers sound like.
I mean, that's who plays play. How can you love?
So these are headliners as well. So tell me a little bit about the Towers. What do you know about them?
So I know I've never personally met them, but they are from Flagstaff.
Nice.
And the harmonies are incredible. They're
Sounds
sweethearts, and playing a Hofner bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you play? What do you play?
I play everything. We both are multi-instrumentalists.
Yes.
And singers, songwriters, and general manic creative babies.
Nice. This all looks like it was shot at the same place. So was it? Was it all organized where the headliners came in Oh, what, you guys up in Jerome right here? Just kind of fill in.
No, so what you're
sessions?
seeing on the screen are all promo press that they send to us.
Oh, good. Okay. So
but
tell
looks
me about
good.
these guys. You know about these guys?
She's like, all whiskey bars look pretty much the same.
I think this is Jerome.
You play a bunch of them, it all blurs together.
Yeah. Let's see. And then we got, Remy Good.
Yeah, so it's all in the spirit of storytelling and bringing a story to the audience. So I feel like all of these artists that we're kind of showcasing have really,
Some mariachis.
yeah, have really brought, great music worth listening to.
Hell yeah. No, it's
Even within
good.
the genre, you have such a good sort of spread as far as like types.
Like you just saw mariachi, blues, folk,
Right.
Admiral Radio. These guys right here,
They're so sweet.
they're married.
So
They
cool.
sing together. It's amazing. Like you can feel the love between them when they sing. They were the winners of the folk festival competition, the songwriting
24?
competition in
Good
24, and I mean they blew us away.
And where are they from?
Wow.
South Carolina.
Okay.
There we go.
So you're bringing them out from South Carolina for this show after they won the competition.
Yeah, they've come back. And I mean, since they've won, they were back last year, and like they are the kindest and sweetest. Like you meet them and you're like, oh my God, you're married, of course.
So sweet.
So cute. Yeah.
The brothers Reed and a nice
Those guys are
setup.
great. The gentleman on the left-hand side of the screen right there, he was the winner of last year's songwriting.
You talking about the white guy with the beard?
The white, yeah, which
Yeah,
one?
the blue plaid
one?
one.
Which one? Yeah,
Blue
the
plaid.
guy in the blue plaid.
Okay.
That guy right there.
Yeah.
Right. Super descriptive. But there again, it's all in the spirit of storytelling and conveying a message or a story to the audience.
And he won the best songwriter
He won the
or
competition.
songwriting.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
And it was great. I mean, he had both supposed to perform, but the other was recovering from an illness, and so he like FaceTimed him. He got on stage and he was like, "My brother,
Nice.
here, I'm gonna FaceTime him." And then he did a whole show. He performed with his brother on FaceTime, so
Oh,
it really,
funny.
pulls at the heartstrings when you're singing
Oh,
a
nice.
sweet song to your brother on FaceTime,
Yeah, I love that.
many
Hell
miles
yeah.
away.
Yeah, so again, we're talking about the Tucson Folk Festival happening this weekend. More than 150 performers across 6 stages of music. Going to be massive. A little something for everybody, and that's free, all ages, and there will be beer, and there will be food, all the selling points that you're going to be looking for. In fact, actually, let me pull up what the temperature is going to be like that day. You've been keeping an eye on
Excellent.
the
Yes,
7-day
gonna
be good
forecast.
weather.
It will be excellent.
Yes.
We're willing that the
Wow.
weather is going to be excellent.
She's manifesting right
Yes.
now.
Manifesting.
Yeah.
It's going to
Put that
be
out
great.
there.
It
Right.
is
It will not
going
breach
to be
97.
Awesome.
So on Friday is a warm one, 87, and then it drops down to 82. And these are
Oh,
the highs.
perfect.
This is the high, right? And so the low
Will be
63, and then Sunday is going to be 73. So it's all perfect.
And
of
then
course,
Friday, it starts at night, so we're not
Yes,
even going to be
you don't
there
gotta
the
worry
day
about
Friday.
that.
So it'll be-
exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you're not going to see the high. So what it will be is more or less like 82 degrees or 80 degrees
Bring
at
a light
night.
jacket.
Or just in the shade. I mean, we just did an event on Thursday night at Union, same weather, right? And when it was beautiful out, it felt great.
Awesome.
And as soon as dusk came, I mean, kidding me? Then it was just perfect. And with all those stages just taking over downtown, what do you recommend on parking? How do we get down there to where like we're not screwed over by parking?
So there are lots of parking garages downtown. Hockham Bay Plaza is centrally located.
Yeah.
So I think we're in between.
All those are going to be open then?
Yes.
Nice.
Thank God.
They'll
Okay.
be open. There's one right like just north of that library right
Yeah.
there that's got great options. But get down there early, get parking, and then grab a spot because we're expecting over the whole weekend about 18,000 people to roll through.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah.
Was it pretty big last year? Good turnout?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Everything.
huge.
Nice.
I mean, it's great. I mean, since I started on the board, it's always been, since I've been involved, a huge festival, but it's amazing how we've evolved even just in the last like 7-8 years. Matt Rowland, who is our current sitting president, is a brilliant mind and great leader. And it's great to see how it's all really, like I said, evolved and
Yeah.
come to be an international thing. People travel from all over the world to perform here.
Wow.
And enjoy this beautiful desert weather with us.
Yeah, I love that. I love that you guys we have this kind of culture here in Tucson. It's a destination for a lot of music lovers, and to keep it free.
Yeah.
So it's a nonprofit operating year round, asking for donations year round.
Right.
And just a massive festival. So, usually this is the time of year that we have like KFMA Day, which we haven't had in forever.
No.
Yes, and because unfortunately that's a profit a festival, and we would not be able to make a profit with it at the time, just with how expensive these bands are. So it's good to have festivals in town that are an option for people to get their live music fix. Is there any post-show parties or anything like that? Pre-show, post-show type after parties?
So to kick off the whole festival itself, we are having a party, a fundraiser at Monterey Court Thursday night.
Okay.
And there will be a slew of great perform. Are you performing that night?
I am performing. Yeah,
I am too. Weird.
Nice.
Do you guys? Okay, so you guys say you perform. Say, Lizzie, are you on YouTube? Do you have anything?
I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, the whole 9 yards.
How am I pulling you up here?
It's under Lizzie Oakwood, so Lizzzie. And then Oakwood.
That's your real last
Like
name?
the tree. No.
I knew it. I was like, Oakwood's a good choice.
Say it is.
Yeah.
I had to do
Like
something
Oakwood.
naturey to get
Hell yeah.
But it's good marketing. It's the rolls
Damn
out
right.
all the time.
Yeah.
I was trying to help your lore. You could have said, yes, I was born in Oakwood.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I was born in an
18th generation
oak tree.
Oakwood.
Just forget the last 30 seconds.
But yeah, I'm performing at the festival. Sinan's performing at the festival.
Correct.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Performing all over town.
How many times are you going to be performing this weekend?
Well, I play
Including Thursday.
I was gonna say we both play Thursday and then we both play Sunday.
We both play Sunday, and then I'm playing Saturday as well. So 3 times for me this weekend with different iterations.
I was going to say, you switching instruments out each time?
Yes, I'll be singing specifically on one. I'm playing guitar Thursday night. Yeah, it'll be
That's talent.
a whole bunch of hilarious, awesome silliness.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to get on the air here, recap everything, and kind of point direction. You definitely count on seeing me there. You can try tip.
Yes.
Tri-tip guy.
Well, selling point, like every year, that's the feedback we get with food is they're like, the tri-tip guy's got to come back.
He's a must.
He's sold out.
Yeah, we're back
I
here.
missed him last year.
He's so nice. I don't even remember this guy's name, but he's just the
Tri-tip guy.
tri-tip guy, and he's like the sweetest guy.
Sing a song about him.
I guess so. Yeah, this is my tri-tip.
Yeah, so we're doing a cover. What you're hearing in the background is a cover from Lizzie Oakwood doing the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
This is high school me. This is a while back.
We're back at Rockwood
you.
2.1
Yeah.
KFMA. High school you. This seems like this is like last year.
I guess it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, so high school you.
Close.
So we're talking about the Tucson Folk Festival. It's the 41st annual Tucson Folk Festival, longest folk festival in the United States, and it's a free nonprofit organization. So you can literally bring out your entire family this weekend, anytime, Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, downtown Waukee Park, and plenty of parking and everything else. Plan to bring your appetite, and if you're thirsty, there's going to be beer vendors there as well, and over 150 great storytelling musical performers, all different types of genres, but of course lean into the storytelling and the folk aspect of it. And there's a kickoff on Thursday night, a pre-party celebration where you probably get to meet a lot of these artists too, I assume, right?
Yeah, there will be a lot of networking happening. So please come out and visit us. Make reservations on Monterey Court.
Probably that.
But if you search Monterey Court Tucson, you'll be able to find all those things. We're both really excited to be there. We're both excited to, support and see all of our friends and be part of this music community. Music is what brings us all together. When times are crazy, I feel like a lot of us turn to music.
Well, times be crazy, so it's a good time. It's a good time for folk music for sure. I'm sure a lot of great stories can be told through the art of music, and this is honestly just the kind of way that we all kind of relate and get it out of our system and get the musical therapy together for sure. So I look forward to it. I'm so excited about this weekend. It's going to be beautiful weather, and any free over-the-top music festival, I'm a fan of. And so, yeah, there's no excuses there. Now, Sinden, do you go under like your solo artist, or are you in a band as well?
So I do all the things, but my favorite project that I'm in that will be performing with this festival is called Cat Mountain.
Cat Mountain, okay.
Cat Mountain.
Nice.
And like I was telling Lizzie earlier, I am a huge fan anyways of this band, and I am just so lucky to be actually a part of it now. But Cat Mountain, look it up. It's good.
Check them out. They're so good.
It's phenomenal. I'm the harmony singer in this band, and I mean, I listen to it every day, not because there's any like I have to, because I want to, and I love it. I love it. We have a big following and a big.
Yeah, I love it. What time is Cat Mountain performing at the festival?
We're performing Sunday on the Plaza stage.
Is that the main stage?
It is.
Nice.
At 2 p.m. Sunday.
And then Lizzie, when are you performing?
So me and my band, we're just under Lizzie Oakwood. We're performing Sunday at 3 p.m. on the church stage. So that is
back to back.
Yeah, back to back. So you can see Sinden and then come see
hop on over.
And then this Thursday night, of course, the pre-party, and all that information is at the website that you can check out, TucsonFolkFest.org. It's going on April 10th to the 12th, downtown Tucson, free admission for all. Bring the entire family, get them hooked on music at an early age, and while you're out there, enjoy all the great vendors and music and this beautiful atmosphere that we're going to be having. There's only a few well-temperatured weekends left. Right? So that you want to go outside to enjoy that doesn't involve a pool. This is one of them, so don't miss out on it. Thank you guys so much for giving us a heads up on this. I'm super excited about it. So yeah, you're definitely going to see me there. I'm just trying to figure out what, in fact, I'm going to eat and how many beers I'm going to drink. Beyond the tri-tip, that's called an appetizer, bro. So thank you guys so much for coming in. We're going to kick things off on the podcast broadcast with our show open. Be back with more after music from Pearl Jam. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Of course.
I'm just hyped to have a festival that isn't like loud EDM or like crazy rock. It's just gonna be nice and relaxing.
It's so
Valley Tucson.
Yeah.
An Arizona Wildcats radio station. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, April 6th. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
Good morning, Yas Money.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Bear down. I know, it was rough, but congratulations to our U of A basketball men's program for a fantastic season, making it all the way to the Final Four for the first time in 25 years. It was just an exciting season all the way around. It was good to see. And over the weekend, good news too for the future of U of A basketball, because it was announced that Coach Tommy Lloyd has signed an extension on his contract to 2031. Why are you giving me that face, Yas? What happened?
We just gave this man $30 million.
Okay, and you're upset because of one loss at the highest level.
Yeah. It counted for everything.
Are you already asking for a refund? Look,
I was asking for a refund 3 minutes into the first half.
I know. Well, I
You
mean,
were down 1-10.
yes, it started off. It started off not hot for the U of A Wildcats as Michigan went on a tear. 10-1 was in the first opening like couple minutes of the game, and they were fighting from behind the entire time. Couple times during the game, they were able to chip it down, but always far out of reach, unfortunately, and it was heavily handed and one-sided. And Michigan moved on today to place. To face against UConn in the national championship. KOLD has no chill, right? They posted this the next morning. Check this out. This is the headline. It says, Michigan massacres Arizona, advances to face UConn in the title game.
The story?
You know what? I didn't even read it. And honestly, they changed that headline. That was initially what ran for the first 6 hours. And then I'm sure
they changed to ransack. What they say instead?
No, well, now if you look it up, it doesn't say the same headline. And I'm sure they got
they must have had fans write in the comments.
Yeah, I'm sure they got death threats, you know. So now it's like Michigan, narrowly defeats U of A Wildcats in a hard-fought battle. No, it wasn't. Yeah, so obviously, it was rough, but again, that's basketball and this tournament and everything else. And with Tommy Lloyd's signing of the contract, it's a phenomenal deal for him. And well earned too. And he's, I look at him as like the second coming of Lute Olson, hopefully, right? And as soon as he came into the program, they've been gangbusters and doing very well. And, the potential that is there for a long time. And his contract not only gives him more money, it gives him the ultimate, freedom. He doesn't have to report to anybody. It's a no boss contract. Because there was reports that he was having issues and butting heads with his AD, which is as athletic director. And anyone who works in a position of self-competition, things like that, and has to deal with management, I get it, basically. I'm looking at Tommy Lloyd like, that's the type of contract I want, Tommy Lloyd.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, you kidding me? I have like 15 managers, and some of them are nice and some of them are bearing down on my ass and not in an awesome way. But so I see Tommy Lloyd saying, okay, he's, got the money and then he doesn't have to deal with the headache anymore. Freedom and well earned. So it was good. Next season, we'll run it back again and maybe even go deeper into the thing. But okay, look, Yas Money's upset because she was in a place that could have been the best place in the world to watch these games and also could have been the worst place in the world to watch these games, and that was McHale Center.
Yeah.
And so if they were winning, this would have been the best place in the world.
Yeah.
All right. Now, when they're losing, what was the energy like in McHale?
It was draining. I mean, when we were down by 4 or 5, when we were down by like 5, it was amazing in there. It was loud and everything. And then when we were down by like 15, we would make like a 3. We were missing free throws, and just like the band was the only thing keeping that place alive.
Right.
Whatever, 10 people were left from the band and the dance team. Poor Dwayne Chavez, who was the host, he just couldn't get the crowd going. It just after a while, it didn't matter. Yeah, you know what? And being in that position of game host and stuff, I get it. And when you're in hockey, when you're down like 2, you're like, oh, you can rally. It's never really that lopsided. And then in a basketball game, when you're down over 20 and you're like, come on, guys, let's hype them up, and they're not even here. Yeah, they're just watching TV. I'm literally yelling at the big screen as if I were at home, because who am I yelling at? I'm sure. Now, did people stay all the way to the end of the game, or did you start to see people trickle out? Okay, so what time did you leave? I left a couple minutes after the first half. I looked at my friends and I was like, I'm ready when you are. Right. I'm done. Well, I will say this. I mean, silver linings here. We didn't riot on 4th Avenue. Last time we were at the Final Four and lost, we rioted on 4th Avenue. Of course, we rioted when we won the championship in 97, which we posted a clip on that on our Instagram. Police activity was absolutely insane downtown. Oh, so there was so much police. Right. They're like, not on this watch. Yeah. I think there were like 8 officers on the corner where Playground was. Mm-hmm. And I was like, everyone's sad, dude. Like, nobody wants to go outside. Right. Hey, they were planning ahead. So, I mean, yeah, I can't tell you how many times I was out, and then maybe like every hour I'm like, how did this happen? How did this happen?
Right. Well, unfortunately, it happens. But again, excellent season. Very exciting, from beginning almost to end. And unfortunately, all great seasons must come to an end. This was not a storybook as we like it, but to make a Final Four appearance, go against a Michigan team that was literally on fire and looked like the monsters in Space Jam. What are you going to do? You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, they did.
Yeah, they were phenomenal. Now, it was a good weekend overall. Of course, we took Friday off. We had very successful beef games. We're gonna recap that in a little bit. We have a lot of things to look forward to in April. This is the month where we're gonna be partying down. We got the last weekend of your Tucson Roadrunners. We got Stone Temple Pilots coming to town. We have Chevelle coming to town. We have 420 snuck in there. So a lot of fun stuff to look forward to. I'll give you a rundown and what tickets we're gonna give away this week after some Nirvana. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA Beef Vegan Presents. That's good timing. We're going to be on the air here in about 7 seconds, and there's a couple things we're going to talk about, but we're also going to showcase some of the photos that Rico captured before we post them online. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here with Rico on the podcast broadcast, where we're going to see some of the shots that Rico grabbed from beef games on Thursday night before we pick a carousel to post online. Some really good shots in there, and thank all for everyone that made it out there for beef games, for the inaugural beef games at St. Philip's Plaza. It was our first one, definitely won't be our last. And thank you even to the ones who wanted to go but couldn't go because of responsibilities or whatever the case may be. I understand, but you definitely don't want to miss the next one, as we set the bar for this year's beef games, and we're looking to raise that bar each and every time we run it back with bigger and better prizes and more fun and laughs had by all, which we had a lot of those, right? And I mean, hell, at the end of the day, you were running all over the place. I didn't even realize, Rico, how many different places you were, because when I would look down, I would see you off the stage taking shots. But when I got these pictures back, you were literally running all over St. Philip's Plaza, huh?
Oh, yeah. You got to get all the shots, man. Top to bottom.
Yeah, well, and we're going to showcase those here in a little bit on the stream, so if you want to watch along. But speaking of watch along, there's a big streaming event on Netflix that's happening that doesn't involve Jake Paul, and I'm curious to see if you're going to watch it. Netflix just announced that they're going to live stream Artemis 2's trip around the dark side of the moon. So first opportunity to see what's on the dark side of the moon, quote unquote, we will see live on Netflix. Now, NASA's streaming this as well, but Netflix made it a global event and they're tapped in streaming, the trip. Now, Artemis 2 has already been having some issues, which is it's a little scary to say the least, because, human beings are up there, but they had an air cabin pressure, like false alarm. And then I think they're having issues with their toilets right now too. So the worst, dude. Yeah, imagine.
I'll take the previous one over that one.
Dude, look, we've all been in scenarios where the toilet overflows and it's the worst thing that ever happens to you, right? Imagine in zero gravity and that happens.
Literally swimming through it.
Yes, dude, not good. So, our thoughts and well wishes are with the crew up there. But yes, it will be interesting to see if they will stream everything uncensored, or we're going to get the CGI version of the quote-unquote NASA's trip around the moon, right?
That's the biggest speculation, because I know of course, you're looking for the comments online immediately. Yeah. From that launch, and then it switches over to like a CGI version. They're like, oh, how convenient.
Yeah, well, so initially I reposted this on my Twitter. So Discussing Film posted that the news about this. Now, I believe it's not going to be today at 10 a.m., even though they did post this 15 hours ago. I think it's going to be tomorrow the 7th, 1 p.m. Eastern time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time, which is 10 a.m. our time. So
I'm just laughing because Netflix got it over Amazon Prime, and Jeff is the one with the rocket.
he's the one
like, I've already done space stuff. Why can't we have
He's
it?
been to space. Right. George, or who was Ted Sarandos or whatever, the CEO of Netflix, like, yeah, I've been on the ground making moves. Anyways, yeah, there's nothing on this stream that has, this one, Nas says, I'm not subscribing to that BS. I mean, there is skeptics out there and honestly, when they say they're going to do the live stream, I'm like, are they though? You know, like
We'll see.
it's going to be free on YouTube as well. It seems like, you know, there'll be lots of various places where you could stream this along so we could see. Here's one conspiracy that I'm kind of getting on board with. It says, hear me out. 12 tons of Kit Kats stolen. NASA leaves Earth for moon. So maybe that was a gift to the alien bases up there. Or maybe it was just the fuel that we needed for Artemis 2 to
Kit Kat fuel.
Yeah, to make it all the way to the moon. But yes, either way, you know, I'm sure it's going to be a global event watched by many. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like and if they will. And what is okay? Let me paint this picture, Rico. What if they don't censor it? They start going around the dark side of the moon, and then you start seeing lights as if there's civilization up there. How mind blowing would that be?
Very mind blowing. That would probably break the internet, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
for at least a day. Then we'll forget about it and move on to the next thing.
Right. Okay, let me ask you
live
this.
streaming like alien civilizations or like an alien attack or something like that?
I was thinking of Bucky's on the moon. That's our original theory. Yeah. So, okay. So say, now if they start live streaming it, they start going around the dark side of the moon, then all of a sudden the transmission cuts out or glitches for like 60 seconds where they say, please stand by.
Sure.
Are you trusting that it was basically a missing, because they're going to be on the other side of the moon. So you would think a live stream and Wi-Fi or whatever technology, like, okay, that could interrupt something like that. But are you going to believe that it was an interruption in the signal, or are you going to think that they're covering something up?
Probably covering something up.
Exactly. But
the thing is, it's also with the Starlink up there too. I'm like, you guys have no excuse.
That's true.
What's going on?
Well, I mean, it's Starlink satellites on the dark side of the moon.
I'm not a.
I know.
But
so
still,
there's a lot of questions that we have, a lot of questions that I'm sure will come up while watching this. But either way, if you're excited about that, let us know on the stream, youtube.com/BeefVegan. We're going to hit a reset. We got music on the way from Five Finger Death Punch and Ozzy Osbourne. And on the stream, we're going to showcase some of these photographs from the fantastic beef games. So you can join us, youtube.com/BeefVegan, or keep it right here on Rock 102.1. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. And yeah, so it was great seeing all the streamers meet for the first time, by the way. A lot of you guys chat each and every day, and it was the first time you guys were meeting in person, which was cool to see. I recognized a lot of you, met some of you for the very first time as well, and I was super excited about that equally. Honestly, from beginning to end, it was go, go, go. And I was toast afterwards, but still riding off adrenaline and in my thoughts and was just basking in how well everything went, how, when everyone came together and really pitched in to make it work. Rock 102.1, who's this?
Josh.
What's up, Josh?
Hey, I was just calling because I looked up that Artemis 2 thing for Netflix. It does say it's today.
Okay, good. See, that would make sense, but I saw Grok say it was going to be April 7th. So, but yeah, Discussing Film did post it yesterday. So that makes sense. And yeah, we'll keep an eye on it.
I just looked up on Google.
Good. Okay. Well, that's going to be at 10 a.m. So I'll keep an eye on it. It's going to be here in like 30 minutes. So I'll look it up on YouTube as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be looking too.
Yeah. Just to see, what do you hope to see? I mean, the reality is they're not going to show us shit, right?
I don't know. It did mention that there is a planned loss of communication.
There's a plan?
At some point, so...
They do. Okay. They plan to lose communication at some point.
Yeah, I'm assuming when they're on the other side of the moon at some point.
Yeah. As soon as they see shit, that's when they're going to lose communication. that's my guess right there. I don't think that Netflix is going to be the reveal of all things unknown and answer questions that are beyond the scope of many and blow people's minds and freak them out. And everything. I don't know if we're going to stream that on a platform like Netflix, but we'll see.
A clever way
exactly gives an excuse for the interruption.
Yeah,
it's a very clever way to put in advertisements too.
Yeah.
Just use that blank space. Like, all right, here's some Charmin ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the other day too on YouTube. They were showing stuff, them taking off and afterwards, and it says in the corner visualization. I'm like,
Visualization, yeah, like this is basically what we believe.
This is safe.
Yeah, we believe our astronauts are seeing right now. Yeah, with technology is so good now. I mean, we were already skeptical before, not to believe everything you see. Even now, with how good everything is.
AI tech and camera fake. Yeah. Anything's
they
possible.
can do that in real time. Yeah. So I know. I got it pulled up.
I just wanted to mention to you guys. Yeah, it is today. So.
Thank you.
I appreciate that, Josh. I appreciate the call. Appreciate you listening.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Yeah, so I got it pulled up on YouTube. There's numerous different ones streaming, but what is legit? NASA's doing a stream. There's plenty of streams, and I'm sure over the next couple days we'll be seeing clips and conspiracies, conversations, even if there's nothing.
I just hope there's some guy named Artemis doing a live stream too.
Yeah.
He's like, it's me. What's up?
It's Artemis doing the Artemis
stream. Drinking course.
Yeah. All right, let's showcase some of this. So this is Beef Games. So I'm going to show you, these are all just a lot of raw photos that Rico put together, as there's going to be a lot posted. This is Calm Before the Storm is DJ Looney setting up, and you see all the tables there, and you see the fill in. Kendall already grubbing, doing what Kendall does. Started to fill in early. Great videos, by the way, Rico. Promo videos, everything on the screen looked fantastic. Thank you guys for showing up early. And that helps so much too, because when you put on an event like this, you're worried, right? You're concerned about all the things that could go wrong, and what if nobody shows up? And we had over 20 people signed up to play the games before the official sign up even began. Before our team was even set up, ready to go, people were making sure they came and had a table and got signed up for this. And when that happened, I was like, oh, we're going to be good.
Right.
And we were.
Secure that spot early.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, so Mari was so nervous during the whole thing. You probably didn't hear her say a word. And I'm like, Mari, you need to be my Vanna White. What that meant was, in Mari's mind, was she was going to stand next to Yas and not say anything the entire night. But, nervously cheer us on every step of the way. And obviously, love Mari. Love her presence being there. Emil showed up. And it was a good thing Emil showed up, because he ended up basically running the screen after a quick training from Rico, and being able to basically hit up all the visuals on cue. So it looked seamless, did it not?
Oh, it looked great. He did great.
Yeah.
I'm looking over like, you got this? He's like, bro, I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like,
I'm drinking a beer. Like, this is easy.
Dude. You're telling me to work a mouse. There's Emil looking at me being like, what are you smiling for? And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just smiling.
It's the album cover.
Yeah. All right. Jen and the crew, the KFMA van in front. That was our setup. People getting in line. Excited to sign up. There's our winner of our Shinedown tickets right there.
Getting name tags.
Yep. Yeah, the name tags worked out really good. It's great. The guy getting a feel of his girlfriend's butt. I think she played as well. Ali in the building, Merritt. So it was good to see some friends. People started filling in, ordering. It was great. Our first game was cock blocked. That game worked out pretty well, right, Rico?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's where I had the rooster. That's why I had the rooster. It was basically a game inspired by Traders, the reality show where you try to have to pick murderers. So basically, it's a real life murder mystery game. And the blindfolds came into effect. It actually worked out really well. This is Matthew Hensley holding my cock right here. Yeah. So shout out Matthew.
Got a firm grip.
Yeah, he held it well. Excellent graphic. The only suggestion I would make, here's a Max suggestion, Rico. Oh, you put the sponsorships in the top of the corner so we could see it. Oh.
Well, yeah, it being the first run, I had no idea where the place, and I thought it was going to be higher.
Yeah. So, next time I guess we throw that up top. But I mean, I like the way it looked, period. It was just good. So cock block, did you see, we got a full crowd of people in the rows, everything going. It was great because we kept people throughout the whole night. So we didn't bore them off. And that was fantastic. I love, people wearing blindfolds with their hands out waiting to receive my cock. That's great.
Good way to start the game. Sets the tone.
Yeah. We did a couple twists for cock block. So this is a great shot. Thanks, man. I like this one too. Smiling. Yeah, I was concerned. To be honest with you, Rico, I was concerned because you were down on the ground. But I guess were you on stage taking these shots?
Yeah, it was all over the place. Ground, on the stage, up top in the balcony, in the back of the crowd, everywhere.
Yeah, so I didn't even. The only times I saw you is when I looked down and you were like on the ground. But, everything was going so fast that it's so funny that you were literally everywhere and I didn't even see you.
That's the name of the game, baby.
Yeah, you were good. All right. So, a lot of cock block shots.
And just for the record, everybody, this is a whole mess of a pile I just sent to him, so it's not like organized in any which way. So if there's like tons of duplicates, don't mind that.
Yeah.
Just go through them quickly.
Exactly. And basically what we're trying to do is I'll put together, cherry pick some of these for a carousel. We'll have some posts leading into the next one. This isn't even the videos that he captured. There was so much content that he was absorbing. This is a great crowd shot. There's Jose right there. There's so much content. I'm sure it's going to take Rico weeks to really go through. So it just looked great. I mean, I just love the St. Phyllis Plaza. Ollie,
vibe.
Look at it. We made Ollie a man, took him to a strip club, and next thing you know, he's pimping up on Merritt. So
I know.
Shout out to Robert and Vanessa from Late to the Party there as well.
No, my favorite was the mascot from the Roadrunners, macking on Merritt. I got a few of those in there. I was laughing.
Dusty.
Yeah,
Dusty.
He's a player.
Moves. Yeah, Dusty is a player. Yeah, look at this. It's great. I mean, people were all in the Reforma. They were all in all the different patios. Now, we had room for more. And, this was by all means a success and it was packed, but we have room for more. So we're definitely going to be raising the bar and getting even more people out there. Robbie's out there. So it was great to see Robbie doing a 5-second rule here as our second game. Great shot right there. So many different pictures I'm going to be putting together for carousels later today. Was that just the end of here?
Yeah, I think it does this a load in more. Just scatter it.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, there's a good shot of Bones right here. Watching off stage. Yeah, Transit T, obviously, it was fantastic. So had a lot of fun there. Kendall's looking good, being the hot ref. And then playing the last word. Last word worked out really good. There's Dusty busting a Mac to Merritt. Good shot of Christy. Yeah.
Like my beak.
Yeah. Dusty doesn't even talk. And the fact that they look like they're like mid conversation, like what in the actual F is going on?
The ad on Instagram, like, hey, yeah, that one.
He's like, when I'm not a bird, I actually fuck. So that's so funny. DJ Looney did a great job providing sounds. Absolutely. Another great crowd shot. You guys really showed out. And so, we'll burn through a lot of these here. Get ready for more. But, fantastic job all the way around. Zenora, shout out to Zenora for getting up and doing a live Name That Tune. Adrian doing a fantastic job. Martin was like, this ain't my game, man. He was so pissed. But he still had fun. He did a great job dancing up on stage. And this is me grooving, which looks better in picture form than video. I seen the video somebody posted where I was kind of geeking out.
Doing the Trump dance?
No, I never Trump dance. So it was great. Thank you guys so much. And again, keep an eye out for those posts here in a little bit. So as we keep things going, we'll be back with more right after this. But early this morning, we did a Florida Man Morning Moron. It was fantastic. And in case you missed it, it went like this. Check it out. 1KF Man's Beefy Presents now 6:15 and time for Morning Moron. Let's do it. Today's Morning Moron is a Florida Man. That's a game that we did not get around to playing on Beef Games with Faker Florida, even though we had a bunch of those ready to go as well. But it was like putting 10 pounds of manure in a 5-pound bag. And thank you to all who came out. We'll recap that here in a little bit. But all right, today's Florida Man is a woman in love. We've all been there, right? And then love lost, which could, hurt. That it burns. It's sort of like wow. You ever go through heartbreak? Does it not burn a little bit? No? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I've been a woman in love, yeah.
Yeah, you've been a woman in love.
You
felt
too?
the burn. Yeah, I've been a woman in love too. I have estrogen levels that are pretty high. Anyways, today's 40-year-old Florida man, Melissa, was hoping to rekindle her marriage. So they were on the outs, unfortunately. And she's like, baby, come back to me. I got that crazy love for you. And apparently, her ex-husband or future ex-husband wasn't having it, wasn't being receptive. So she, he wasn't necessarily responded. So she came up with a plan to get his attention. That plan was set his house on fire.
Oh,
Nice.
And be like, yeah, my love burns for you. Like this house is burning as well.
That sounds so romantic.
It doesn't it
Oh
though?
my god.
It didn't go that well. She got upset. She set the house on fire. Now, Melissa recently moved back in with her husband to celebrate their son's 18th birthday. That's a big deal. You know, she's only 40 again. They had kids at a young age. It happens. Now, then they started arguing nonstop for days. She instantly moves in, celebrating her son's birthday, starts arguing for days. Checks out. Sounds like love. Then one morning, Melissa walked out of the house with several bags and 2 dogs on the leash. She saw her husband in the car in the driveway and reportedly said, now we both don't have anything. Or, she said, now we don't have S. Shortly after that, the home was on fire and smoke was billowing out the windows. So at first, the husband was like, what do you mean? And then he saw the smoke billowing out the window. He's like, oh, this bee.
Oh, no.
Oh, this crazy bee. I'm sure she was great in bed, but at the same time, not worth getting your entire, I'm assuming, trailer burnt down, but maybe home. Now, she was arrested, and this is a shocker. She had meth and marijuana in her purse. She was charged with arson of a dwelling, 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance, 1 count of possession of narcotic paraphernalia. And you can tell she's a little methy because I do have a mugshot. You want to see it?
I want to see it.
I know you do. This is Meth Alyssa, which if you took the meth out of her daily routine, would be a very attractive woman and probably reasonable enough not to burn down houses during arguments and possibly not argue for days on end. But you know what? True love knows no bounds. I get it. All right. But at the end of the day, arguing with your baby daddy, future ex-husband, and setting the house on fire. So now that you both don't have S is definitely going to make you a morning moron. 2.1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beefy and Presents. Starting off your week with another round of hypotheticals with Miss Yas Money. This is called...
Is it a Yas or is it a... Oh, hell no.
Oh, you got to say it like that now. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess
after
we're
that
stressing
loss
it.
this weekend, I was like, oh, hell no.
Right. All right. What's our first hypothetical here, Yas?
So what are your thoughts about leaving your phone in another room on purpose? Putting distance between you and your phone so you stop, checking on it periodically.
You know what? I mean, I do that just to charge it. And then once I start jonesing enough for my phone, then I'll run in and grab it and say, sorry, baby, I'll never leave you again. I do that over and over again, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's purposeful. I mean, I'll spend literally every waking moment with my phone in my hand until I got carpal tunnel and my eyes are going cross-eyed. So yeah, it's a thing. What about you, Rico?
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting how much we need it. You feel anxious without it. That in your vape. You feel like a teenager.
Yeah, so have you ever put your phone in the other room just to be like, no?
No, I haven't yet. Probably should.
You probably should, yeah. You seem a little dependent on that. What about you, Yes?
I don't care. I'll leave it anywhere.
All right, fair enough. What's our next hypothetical?
So this was me, but I feel like I had to grow out of this. But it was wearing slides and Crocs everywhere. So treating comfort wear as an acceptable, thing in public. I mean, I was okay. I still do it. I don't care about my SpongeBob, my Shrek, my...
What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing some Nikes.
Okay.
But this new job or working for the Sugar Skulls, like my boss doesn't let me be comfortable.
No,
so because he's like, you can't be wearing these things, and I'm like, I'm trying to show my personality.
No. Your Crocs are ugly as hell, right?
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. So you seen them,
Who
Rico?
Are you?
No, they're bad.
Yes.
All
dude.
Crocs are bad.
You
but
don't
some
like
are
my-
badder.
Say that to my Lightning McQueens. Are you serious?
So she has all these different Crocs. She has Shrek Crocs that have Shrek ears on them. Right? Look at
you
me,
bought
dude.
the accessories with
Thor?
it?
Yeah. Like Shrek ears on them. It's bad, So
They're not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
They are not bad.
And she puts a bunch of tags on them and stuff. They look
Sounds like,
like
hey, I buy them as is and I wear them as is.
you got custom Shreks.
No, they sold them like that.
Okay. So, but yeah, you have Lightning McQueens. How many Crocs do you have? How many pairs?
4. I have my SpongeBob's, my Shreks, my Lightnings, and my Maters.
That's 5 too many. I mean,
4.
you should. I know you have 4. That's 5 too many. I mean, you should have -1. You should.
You're a hater, dude. You're a
All
hater.
right. Well, when it comes to work, I get it. You're trying to do like a professional type deal, then you're not going to want to show up in Crocs unless you're like a nurse or a chef, right? I mean, those are the exceptions. Those are the reasons why Crocs are a thing.
Oh, whatever.
Okay. So I say yes. Hell yes, on that. And Rico, you agree?
I agree on the fact that we need to not let that be a public thing anymore.
Yeah.
There needs to be
When I say
sanctions
yes,
on
I mean
Crocs.
hell no. I mean, hell no. You shouldn't wear slides
I
and
see
Crocs
people
everywhere.
with slides all the time everywhere.
That doesn't mean anything.
I feel like
That's horrible.
At the Tinkerverdi swap meet, maybe. Is there a Tinkerverdi swap meet?
what's wrong with that?
Well, nothing wrong with
You
that,
got,
man.
you got a problem with the swap meet?
I'm just saying, there's a time
All
and a place for slides, not everywhere. You don't see them everywhere. You don't see them like out.
I give exceptions to people that are like, in hospitals or serving jobs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
Exactly.
Which is
Only
the
way.
worst place to wear them. You're not supposed to wear them there because they're
For
not
comfort.
They're not
There's
sleep
an
resistant.
excuse.
They're not slip resistant.
They don't have slip resistant Crocs
No.
yet?
Yeah,
That's
they
$1
do.
million. Okay.
Yeah, they do. They do. She just doesn't.
Yeah.
They don't have slip resistant Shrek Crocs.
There you
That's
go.
the thing. Yeah.
Haters.
Yeah,
Haters.
no. So hell no on the Crocs or the slides for sure. All right. Give me one more.
Watching movies with subtitles, even when you understand the language,
Oh.
claiming it helps you catch up.
Well, in a way, it does. You catch up. Sometimes there are things that are said softly that you don't necessarily catch first listen, or something in the background. It's like watching subtitles, putting subtitles on a show like Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, where they got so many layers. Will actually kind of get you kind of like caught up, and nothing gets by you in that way.
Yeah.
Also, I look at it as my reading time. Even though I will not watch what's on the screen, and I'll just, be focusing on just reading the words that are popping up on the screen. That's why I watch Narcos so many times, but that's a hard yes for me. I love me some subtitles. What do you say, Rico?
I oddly agree. Sometimes you need to see things because either, like you said, the plot's complicated or there's some accent or something like that. Or you're watching a Christopher Nolan movie where the music mixing is like horrible.
Yeah.
You can't even hear the dialogue. So you're like,
Right.
you know what? Subtitle time.
Yeah. And there's some, character in the background has a very important line that they whispered that you're not supposed to catch, but subtitles kind of narcs them out. And you're like, gotcha. It's like reading somebody's text messages. So yeah, I like it. What do you say?
I have my moments where I do, and then I don't. I don't use subtitles when I watch like SNL or like Last Week Tonight or something, just because it doesn't catch up appropriately. Like it's just not timely. It's not done right. The captioning, the closed captioning. But like movies, yes. Certain shows, nah.
What if when you Netflix and chill, do you do it with the subtitles on or no subtitles?
What do you mean Netflix and chill?
You know what I mean when you Netflix and chill.
So
right?
then who cares about subtitles?
Well, exactly. So you're going to say no subtitles? I mean, because that's the thing. I mean, you don't want the subtitles on as a distraction while you're Netflix and chilling. You're both going to actually, it's like, if you're facing the right direction, then you end up reading. I mean, maybe
Let's make our own subtitles.
All right, another round of hypotheticals with is it a
yes or is it a oh hell nah?
All week long, we're giving you an opportunity to win over $2,000 in cash money as KFMA attempts to pay your bills. And I actually got a keyword for you to text right now. Rock 102.1 KFMA. I'll be honest with you. I did not want to see Justin Spears today, but not because I don't like Justin Spears. I love this guy. Because if I didn't see him today, that means that the U of A Wildcats will be playing in the national championship game today. And obviously that didn't happen. So they sent his ass packing and back to Tucson ASAP, right? Now, we knew that this was going to happen, right? And good morning, Justin Spears from ESPN Radio.
Buenos dias.
All right, now, we knew this was going to happen if they didn't win the game on Saturday, that you would be on the first flight back to Tucson ASAP, right? Well, like, how soon was the turnaround that you got after the game into an airplane and back home?
So I'll give you guys some inside baseball here. Once Arizona was down by 20, I pulled up the Southwest tab.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I take that back. When Toby Awaka attempted a three-pointer in the first half and clanked it, I was like, oh, it's been one of those kind of games. All right, let me pull up the Southwest tab. And they were up by 20, or Arizona was down by 20. And and I started to look at the flights coming back.
Right.
And there was a 6 a.m. flight. And I'm like, okay, keep that one at the ready.
Yeah.
And as soon as the big guy, Mara from Michigan, had a big dunk 3 minutes into the second half, because Arizona has come back in the past, right? They were down by 8 against Purdue in the Elite Eight, and they came back and clobbered them.
Yeah. But
they were down by nearly 20 points against Florida to start the season. They came back and won that game. So I was like, okay, let me give them the benefit of the doubt here.
Right.
And then the second half started, and I was like, yeah, they ain't coming back.
No.
I'm changing this flight.
I know.
Want to get away? You're like, yes, I do.
I do want to get away.
Yeah, and it was unfortunate. And it seemed like Michigan just had one of those games, right? Everything was falling for them, it seemed like. They had some pretty massive plays. What do you think it was going against this Michigan team that derailed the Wildcats so much? Because was it their size?
No, because Michigan and Arizona matched up perfectly.
Right.
But this is the biggest team that Arizona has played this year.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe the stage could have been maybe just a little too big for Arizona. It's their first Final Four under Tommy Lloyd.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, Michigan, they just have some dudes over there.
They just have some dudes?
Seriously, man. I mean, Michigan's a really good team. All year long in college basketball, the conversation has been, which is the better team? Is it Arizona or Michigan? It seemed like if you were west of Texas, you were talking about Arizona. If you're on the eastern side of that, you were talking about Michigan. So this has been the debate all year long. Obviously, the advantage goes to Michigan.
Yeah. Now, did you get to talk with any of the team or like coach after the game and do the press conference? What was the overall morale and how they were feeling?
Yeah, obviously they're disappointed because they knew that they had a team to win a national championship. But, Tommy was very optimistic about what the future holds for Arizona basketball because, there was so much conversation about whether he's going to stay or go to North Carolina. And so now that he is locked in at Arizona and now that he's got a taste of the Final Four, Tommy's like, let's make this a normal thing. Let's go 5 Final Fours in 10 years. I think that sounds pretty good. So he's very hopeful for the future. And heck, Tommy Lloyd has developed or has turned himself into one of the biggest names in college basketball. Players are going to want to go play for him. So
this was the year of Tommy Lloyd. He actually got Coach of the Year, right?
Yeah, Naismith Coach of the Year, the first ever Arizona coach to do that.
There you go.
So Lou did that.
Got that, got it. And of course, he got that lucrative contract. In that contract, there's a stipulation that he does have to report to an AD. What does that mean?
Yeah, so he's got to report to President Garamella, which is kind of a unique thing. Doesn't have to report to Arizona Athletic Director Desiree Reed-Francois. There's definitely some tension there. And now Tommy Lloyd doesn't have to report to her. So he gets to stay, doesn't have to report to her. Win-win.
Yeah, what does that really mean, though? He's
not going to tell you.
I'm not going to tell you, bro.
He's not going to tell
I'm
you.
not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you.
Drama bomb.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, there's something. I know all you guys. You guys are all keeping secrets. What's going on? What does that really mean?
You know what that means. Don't act like you don't know what that means.
I think it's pretty awesome.
Steve is going to be in our studio looking for my diary.
Yeah.
Looking for all the dirty secrets.
Yeah. Like, what is it? Don't have a boss. I think that's pretty good. Or only one boss. And it does suck in any kind of corporate setting to have multiple bosses. It's like Office Space, right? They all tell you the same thing. In this situation, there was reports, rumbling, rumors, gossip, if you will. And you got to take that with a grain of salt because you don't know what's factual, what's being exaggerated. So I get that, but now he just eliminated what essentially could have been the problem. But what does that really mean?
You're starting stuff.
All right.
Tone it down.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, fine. I don't want to get you in trouble. What about this here? It is being reported that the NCAA is looking to expand the amount of teams that are going to be participating in March Madness. How many teams is it right now?
68.
68. They want to expand to 76 teams. Now you just rolled your eyes. Why is this a bad idea?
Let's just add 124 teams. Seriously, when are we going to just understand that the format is the format? Yeah. Stop adjusting it.
Yeah, and what's the point of adjusting it?
Because these sorry ass teams that are so mediocre throughout the year, they want to feel a part of it, and then they're going to lose in the first round of the tournament.
Okay, so it's like a
participation trophy.
That's what I was going to say.
100%.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
They want a banner.
Right.
They just want to hang a banner.
We made it to the Sweet 76. Wait, what?
It reminds me of my brother because he hated U of A because we came from California. We moved in from Huntington Beach a while ago, so he's a big USC fan. And he used to always tease me all the time about Arizona basketball. And he's like, Oh, what round are they gonna make it to this year? The cool 32?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What was he saying
where's
this year?
USC?
Yeah, what was he saying this year?
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, how many tournaments has USC gonna do? Come on now.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, it was still a wildly successful year. It was very exciting, even for the casual fans. I think a lot of people jumped on board, and this town is something special. When this team is winning, there's electricity in the air, and yeah, a lot of hope and optimism going into the future now that coach has secured the bag for the next 8 years.
I think it says a lot about the support of this team when they can come back to Tucson at 1:30 in the morning and they have 1,000 to 2,000 people waiting for them at McHale Center.
Right.
The fact that after losing in the Final Four, they come back and, a lighter crowd, but still a lot of people there at McHale Center on Easter Sunday. Easter's.
Yeah.
I'm a Nacho Libre fan. Easter Sunday, having all these people there to support them, it says a lot about the support of this team, and Arizona basketball is in a really good place. Now, how the team looks next year, that remains to be seen. There's going to be a lot of pieces gone.
Yeah,
so.
let's end it on this because I know you got a show to do. ESPN Radio 1490 with Spears and Ali, 7 to 9 a.m. Our freshmen, are any of our freshmen coming back? Or are they all moving on to the NBA?
Pete, I'd say, is gone.
Oh, really?
Oh, Pete is gone. Braden Burries, I would say, is gone. Ivan Karchenkov, that's a wild card. I think he should come back, but he might do this thing where he tests the draft waters and then comes back to Arizona. So
you think
we'll
there's
see.
no way Pete will do a second year?
No.
You think he'll get drafted in the first round?
Yeah, I think he'll go because he's going to be a top 15 pick. Like
he's good. He's good. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, you just broke a lot of hearts out there for sure. But still, again, excellent. All right. So that was earlier. I want to squeeze in this story about this teacher, but before I do that, let me haunt your nightmares real quick.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Jeez.
That's the proper reaction to have. And that was the reaction that the internet had from this post. Of course, Easter was Sunday, and this one bakery decided to post this as an advertisement. You can get yourself a lamb cake for the upcoming Easter. It was a bakery in Detroit called Homestead Kitchen and Artisan Cakery. They're upscale. So, this is not a cheap cake by any means. And they posted this lamb cake as like, you too could have one of these. And they're just like, thanks, but no thanks. And F you for haunting my dreams. Some of the comments here that were the best ones I'll share with you. It said, a culinary school said, we just relaunched our cake decorating program, respectfully. Someone said, where's the knife? I need to put it out of its misery.
Seriously. You hear the voice going, just kill me.
Yeah.
End it.
Someone wrote, you didn't bake it, you summoned it, right? Yeah, they say he actually looks like he's taken on the sins of the world. And it said, I thought putting my glasses on would help. That didn't happen. Never seen a taxidermy lamb before. That little lamb has been through some things. And not sure what the assignment was, but you nailed it. So a little positive.
Mary had a little lamb. Had.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Right? Someone's calling. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this?
Hey, this is Robbie.
What up, Robbie?
Hey, I just had a quick FML, man. I know you already mentioned all the stuff about it, and I'm really bummed, but I was so looking forward to going to Beef games on Thursday, and everything was lining up just perfect for me to get there at 6 with my job, and then they made me stay until 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, yeah, that's an F my life, Robbie, for sure. Yes, because it ended up being really good, dude. So you did miss out on a good time.
Make him feel bad.
I can tell. I saw what you posted, and I was bumming, but you, right?
Say it again. You cut out.
You're going to do another one, though, right?
Oh, yes. Definitely going to do another one. They're clamoring for it. In fact, they want us to rush another one, and I'm saying hard no on that. But, yeah, with the next one that we have slated that we're going to prepare for is going to be May 28th. May 28th, which is a Thursday, and that will kick off summer pretty much. It will be a recap
So
there.
tell your boss ahead of time.
Yeah.
If they don't let you have that, we'll call them.
Right.
Be like,
Yo,
hey.
I'm going to take that. I'm requesting that day off right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then honestly, so the things that hopefully that we'll be able to up the bar because we went in and it wasn't necessarily rushed, right? It took a while for the sales to kind of get on board, to accumulate things. So I was out there hustling, and luckily we have so many friendships. So I was just basically calling in favors for a bunch of friends. We were able to pull this together, and basically do a pilot episode that blew our management and our sales team away. So now, hopefully, with that excitement and the packages that we're going to put together from everyone showing up, will be enough to kind of get them to get bigger and better sponsors. Not that better sponsors, just more sponsors,
Just more,
and
yeah.
up the prizes and stuff. Because all of our sponsors are fantastic.
That was a great core group to start with.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Robbie. And sorry that you missed it, but if all goes well, we'll do 3 more of these this year. There's one in May, and then we'll revisit it in the fall and see how big we can make these. Get these to be. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's awesome, man. If there's a way I can help out, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do, dude. Yeah, message me.
Yeah. Oh, and also Cat Mountain, bro. Arizona Early Risers. That song is your jam, bro. I feel like you're gonna wake up in the morning as an early riser and love that song.
No way. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Let's see if it got it on YouTube yet. All right, yeah, excellent. Thanks for the heads up there, Robbie. I'm gonna get back on here. But yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you in the future.
All right, brother. Peace. Yeah, this was the shot that we got to close out everything. What a great shot. And I'm so excited about this because this is the first shot that we got everybody on the squad.
About time.
Yeah, I know, dude. So we, obviously Kendall, Yas, Mari, Emil, Rico, myself, DJ Looney. That's essentially the team, right? With Looney being the official DJ of the program, but of course our on air, having us all right there. And that's just a good banner right there. So I'll be updating the Facebook today. I'll be updating the Facebook today.
Oh, the old Facebook.
And the Instagram and so many different things to go through with all these pictures. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, probably David. Yeah, I'll be into that. So I'll have Rico reach out to you, see what we got. And I know that we're trying to work on a staycation and some other really cool big prizes. And yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite pictures. In fact, actually, there's
a few of them, I think.
Oh yeah, there was a few. In fact, I'll show you because I don't like doing. I'm doing the horns there, which is fine.
Yeah, you switched it up. To point the finger at you, Uncle Sam.
Yeah. That one I like. I like to point the finger at you. Is that
you are needed for the next beef games?
See, that's a good shot, though. Is that not a good one?
Yeah.
I like this one better than the horns one. Yeah. I'm pointing. I'm like, you. Thank you. Yeah. So it's great. Yeah, fantastic. All the way through. So yeah, very, very excited about everything. And couldn't, 10, we got to see you out there next time. I know you're on the stream. But everyone who made it out, I appreciate it. And again, if you couldn't make it out but wanted to come out, I appreciate that as well. And we're going to give you guys a break from talking about beef games a little bit. And then come May, we'll start talking it up again. And that's for all of us, honestly. And behind the scenes, like, they don't even understand this. I have to have meetings with managers. Like, I had an ulcer, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so stressed. There's certain people in this organization that made it so much harder than it needed to be and gave me so much grief every step of the way that they're like, we got to do it again immediately. Like, go fuck yourself.
I will die.
Yeah, dude, you're going to put us through that again. I
All
mean,
right.
Rico was like, obviously all those graphics and stuff takes a lot of work. People don't understand that. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. We're going to wrap things up here on air, but we'll play the overtime clip so you can see the pictures of those two teachers banging that one student in Peoria. But before we wrap things up, let me give you a beef tip. Here's a beef tip. And I know there's some people out there, like personally, they try to, they want to do the same things, that I do, but they haven't been able to. Here's the secret to my success, right? Is that I never can succeed alone. I accept and look for the help of others to achieve the goals and dreams of many, right? So we together, if you have a group of friends or family, you could accomplish anything. It's a lot harder on your own. So don't be afraid to ask for help and, from your friends or anybody to get things together to make things happen. We did that with beef games. All my friends came together. Oh, damn it. That's it. That's the end of the show.
It takes a village. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, that's the beef tip. It takes a village. Try to say ride safe, rock local. I'm a nerd.
I will knock up.
As I didn't have the time.
That's so funny in the middle of an inspirational speech.
I know.
And time. Hope the message got across.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, go!
That's true. But anyways, yeah. I mean, I'll rethink about it. I'll stick to landing tomorrow, but till then, it is what it is. Let's do this. Teacher. So, we did this story. You don't want to miss this story. So here's the overtime story for today. It was the teacher sex scandal in Peoria, where 2 teachers are on administrative leave right now because having inappropriate relationships with students. But then upon further investigation, it wasn't students. It was one student banging 2 teachers. This story is mind-blowing, and we're ending the show with it. So check it out. Scandals, because there's so many of them, and we don't want to be the old trope. Yeah, it's tough to keep track, and we don't be like, when I was a kid, I wish teachers would sleep with me, because the reality is I had a couple options when I was a kid as well. But with that said, there is a sex scandal breaking out of Peoria High School area, which is hitting close to home because I grew up on the west side of Phoenix. I know about Centennial High. I didn't necessarily F with those kids at the time. They were kind of a rival-ish. But the school continues to grow big. I believe it's a 5A high school. Yeah. And so there's a sex scandal happening right now. And, Yas is excited about this because you came across the information on this teacher, this 27-year-old Haley Beck, right?
Yeah, because I think her brother is a really big influencer.
Yeah, that's the thing. So this story I'm about to tell you has layers. So Haley Beck is a 27-year-old high school teacher, former high school teacher. Her brother is actually cast to be on the new Baywatch.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's kind of a big deal. And so there's some famous ties here. In fact, actually, here's a picture of his brother that you'll be able to see on the podcast broadcast. Dreamy looking dude. His name is Noah, I think.
Is it Noah Beck or something like that?
Yeah, Noah Beck, right? And so Haley, she actually was on TikTok and went viral for this little trend. Remember about 6 months ago, everyone was running, saying suspects on the run, and then they would call them out for different things. Here was her example of a suspect is on the run. Check this out.
Peoria teacher accused of having sex with a student after grooming the teen.
Jumping the gun.
Suspect's best friends are students.
They're nice to me.
Yeah, suspects' best friends are students. Yeah, so here's the news part.
Teacher accused of having sex with a student after grooming the teen for 2 years is on the verge of being fired. Haley Beck was put on leave last August as a police investigation played out. That report found the Centennial High School teacher taught the boy during his sophomore and junior years, adding him on Snapchat, giving him better grades, lending him her car, and exchanging thousands of text messages about sex and alcohol. She will likely...
Yeah. Now, here's where the plot... Yeah, thousands. Here's where the plot thickens, though. At the same time that Haley Beck was getting arrested, there was another teacher at the same high school getting arrested as well. Yes. Her name is Angela Berlacca, and she is 47 years old. So one high school, 2 teachers arrested for having inappropriate relationship with a student.
Don't tell me it's the same guy.
Don't get ahead of me, Rico.
Oh my God.
I'm going to call, Rico's nickname is spoiler alert for sure.
Well, I didn't know.
I know. You assume
my
right.
My thought.
This is where the plot thickens. Yes, Rico is absolutely right. So it was the same student who had an affair with both these teachers. And not only that, okay, this case is so wild as it continues to unfold. All right. So not only was it the same student, but during the 2000 text messages that the student was sharing with Haley Beck, the 27-year-old, they would often compare the relationship, and Haley would say that she was better than Miss Angela. Miss Angela is actually Mrs. Angela. She's married. Haley is single. All right. All right. Both teachers allegedly had sexual relationships with the same male student. All right. During that time, and they knew of each other, and they were both sharing this stud. Now, this kid has not been revealed. Obviously, whenever a student is involved in a sex scandal like this, they do not share the identity of the victim, rightfully so.
Well, because he's underage, right?
Yeah, that, and it may affect his scholarship offers.
What?
Yes, this guy who's on campus right now is literally the king of the campus.
No way.
As like, I don't know what sport, but he is so good. He is like a 5-star prospect, right? And with that, he is being recruited from all these big universities, and at the same time is not only popular at school, one could assume, but is running through the faculty and getting things like cars and good grades and money.
He's banging the vending machine person.
Yeah.
It's free snacks.
Yes. At the end of the day, you have to look at this person who is quote unquote the victim as maybe he's not a victim after all.
He's a
maybe he
predator.
played these women and he was far beyond his years. You know, so Angela Burke was accused of sending sexually explicit material involving the student, meaning they shot sex tapes and was just sending that. And that's the 47-year-old. Rumors of the relationships reportedly circulated around the school for months before the investigation even began. They all knew this kid walking down the hallways of Centennial High was the guy who was banging all the hot teachers at Centennial High.
Well, now I want to see the other teacher.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you say that. I do have pictures of the other teachers. So with that, you know, obviously we see Noah, who is the celebrity attached to this scandal. All right. This is Haley Beck, who is the 27-year-old. And then this is Miss Angela.
Oh,
Mrs.
my God.
The 47-year-old who was cheating on her husband with the student, having a sexual affair at the same time as the 27-year-old. So this senior was sleeping with two teachers, 20 years age different in both. And this is coming from the west side of Phoenix, Arizona, Centennial High. So we made international news with this one, guys.
Do you remember how entertaining that Afro Man case was where they had to sit in court and the cops that broke into his house had to listen to lewd songs?
Yeah.
Like this court case is going to be even like more entertaining with the text messages like Miss Angela, she needs to take fiber.
Yeah.
Like all the bad things in court.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, some of the text messages alluded to, like Haley Beck was basically like, you know, I'm better than her and all this like
all that
stuff, dude. It is salacious. And as more details come out, the more entertaining and wild this case gets. So investigators say the student was allegedly involved with both teachers at the same time. And even comparisons between the two reportedly came up in text messages between the student and Beck. I don't know if Mrs. Angela knew. But experts say cases involving two teachers targeting the same student are incredibly uncommon. And I say, oh, you don't say. Especially with female perpetrators. So basically, this kid had two teachers fighting over him. Meanwhile, the rest of us couldn't even get a hall pass approved to go to the bathroom.
I know.
So I was listening. Well, I listened to the whole story that was on that video clip. So they haven't convicted her because there isn't enough evidence.
No, there's a lot of evidence.
Like at the end of that news story, it says that she hasn't been placed in any type of anything because like there isn't enough evidence to hold her.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, right now, usually when there's an affair involving a student, at the very least, the career is over. But this is a story that is still developing. But on the very surface, what it comes down to is one student playing two teachers, and those are 20 years of age difference on top of that. So he basically went, I'll date a woman 10 years older than me with a 27-year-old, and then I'll date a woman 30 years older than me. And then we'll, compare. And then meanwhile, I'll be putting up record stats at Centennial High. I'll have a varsity jacket. I'll have a high school girlfriend too, because he's got a high school girlfriend.
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't stopping there, you know what I mean? So he's got a 17-year-old. He's got a 27-year-old. He's got a 47-year-old.
Who is really playing who here?
I don't know. Yeah, he's the whole Pokemon. You got to collect them all, dude.
Oh,
so
man.
The story's developing, and so is he.
Yeah, absolutely. So the craziest sex scandal involving teachers that you've ever heard about is right here from Arizona.